Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Today is September 4th, 2021. Thank you for joining me on Love, Forgive, Live. My name is Sreda Aglago. I know I did not record last week. Last week was an interesting day. But let me tell you today's topic before I start jumping into stories or telling you what is going on with me and my family or with my newfound brother. Today's topic is very important to me because I recognize that when it comes to the word love, we have all kinds of limitations around it. We create limitations to make it acceptable to us because we think we understand what love is. We think we know what it is, and we believe and think that we can define it. My word or answer to that is good luck. Good luck. Because love is not easily explained and understood. And understanding this is very important. So this topic of creating an understanding of love and what it is and how we come to recognize it or feel it. The strangest thing is love is a state of being. You feel it by being. Let me rephrase this. You are created out of love. And it's because of love you were created. Because the Creator loves you. So He created you. And as a being, you recognize that. Out of that love you were created, and out of that love you will be. And because of that love, you will sense it when you recognize it. Recognizing it is sensing it or becoming it. The strangest thing is, nobody can tell you specifically and point fingers and say, this is love, that's not love, this is love. It's a state of being. And this state of being transcends time, space, realms, yes, realms, distance. There's no doubt about it. I am in awe when I hear people try to describe love as something that someone gives to someone. And it blows my mind sometimes when I think about it, because I'm like, how could you give something to someone? It's what they have to have within their heart. Love is from the inside. It's not something you give from the outside. It is from the inside of you. It is in you. So you simply have to be in order to feel it. It's not something you give. You are. And to become that, you simply have to be. This concept may have come as a strange thing to say. But bear with me as I explore this and discuss more of it, and I will share some examples and situations so you can begin the work of recognizing it and learn its pattern, how it presents itself. It's a state of being. It's not something you can get from the outside. You either are or you're not. And if you're not, begin to ask yourself the questions: how can I become? If this is within me, how can I become that? See, my brothers and sisters, the incredible power of love is an opportunity to experience this blissful, powerful thing that we are together connected with the Creator. And to all of us, love moves beyond anything we could ever imagine. This is an opportunity to experience something so powerful that transcends everything we think we know. And yet, we stand to create limitations on it because we have experienced some sort of pain, hurt, trauma, disappointment, rejection that makes us believe that we need to create an experience of that love, and it's through us and dictating, or let me use another word, us trying to create what that opportunity is. Here's the thing: we really truly do not have that power or that wisdom or the capacity to create the opportunity, because the opportunity presents itself by the universal laws making it happen. Our limitations block what is supposed to be from the inside. Our limitations create a disconnect between what is and what is truth. Our limitations creates false and, above all, a false sense of security. And when this happens, we begin to have disappointment, hurt, and continue the cycle of lack and rejection. Yes, that's what we create when we begin to put limitations and parameters on what possibilities love can bring. I find it interesting that sometimes people who have been hurt, or some of us who have been hurt before, if we do not do the work to heal, the work to become whole, and understand that the wholeness is already there, but we have decided to believe in separation from this love and believe we are not whole. And the only way we can become whole is to heal the pain of what we experienced that made us understand or create an understanding that we are separate from that love that is already within us. Unless we heal that pain, we will not be able to experience the true capacity and depth of what love truly is within us. It is that simple. But we begin to put the limitations in believing that we can create something that will keep us safe and whole. The truth of the matter is, it makes you less safe, and it makes you believe you're never going to be whole. That is the reality you're creating by putting limitations on love and parameters on love. I hear people often say, if you love me, then you will give me A, B, C, and D. If you love me, then you will do A, B, C, and D. If you love me, you will not behave this way. Limitations, limitations. And control. Control is limitations. Limitations that you are putting around the parameters of love. And that blocks you, so your heart is not open. Your mind is not open. But then you get caught into a loop of lack of love, which is false. It's not true. It is not true because you have something greater within you. Take that and do something powerful. How in the world? Let me ask this. This question comes in mind quite often. How is it possible that you have something so powerful, love, perfection, through the Creator, in the Creator, and in you? Love is in you, and it's a state of being within you. And this love, this perfection from the heavens, from the Creator, from Spirit, from Source, that transcends time, distance, space, and beyond. We could ever think we have the potential and the capacity to limit and create change within it. How? How is that possible? Think about it. When you start creating these parameters, ask yourself those questions. How is it possible that I think that I could control, limit, the parameters or how love is experienced? When you think about it and think about this question, you begin to realize how incredibly wrong and preposterous, completely preposterous of me to think I can limit love, I can dictate love, I can create the parameters and how it should be experienced from within. That was already there before I was even born. I remember I wrote an article once and I said, my brothers and sisters, you are a love thought from the Creator. And this is powerful. So how could we think we can limit that? My brothers and sisters, do yourself a favor. Take the time to just be, because the love is already within you. Solve yourself the pain by limiting yourself. Stop yourself the pain of creating the parameters. Because as you do, you'll be able to explore what and how to express this powerful thing. Remember, it transcends realms. And I will explain all this. How it transcends realms, distance, space, and time. It just is. In the realm of the Creator, the Source, or God, love of all, is and will always be what is within you. Love asks no questions. It just is because it's already within you. If you don't believe it, you keep searching and never find it. Here's the thing, you cannot hold it, touch it. You can only feel it from within. That's all it is. And yet it's powerful enough that when you don't have it, you spend a lifetime seeking and believing you can have it. But all this while, you can only feel it from within. It's within you all along. You never left it. In the realms, all of creation loves. In the realm of the heavens, love is what fuels it. Love is what fuels it. When the great teachers began to teach, love prompted and fueled them to move beyond what they thought they could do. Love gives them the ability to do more for humanity and to serve the Creator. Because we are precious to the Creator sends His protection again around us to keep us safe beyond anything we could ever imagine. And provides all our needs, as it says. If the Creator could care about the creatures of the world, of the earth, and the birds, the bees, and even the worms that never sowed, yet they are provided for, how much more you, His beloved? Transcends even the realms. Love transcends even the universe. So how could He limit it? Now I'm going to explain how love transcends distance. People could be friends or family or lovers. And they could be apart by a far greater distance they could ever imagine. And yet, their love is deeper and stronger than they could ever imagine. They're not able to see each other, touch each other, whisper things into each other's ears, and yet they're able to love one another even more and embrace what that is. People travel away for work, whatever, or sometimes move to a different location. That will not change the love that they carry within them for each other. That is solid. That still remains. That still goes on. That love never ends. That love is powerful all by itself. And this brings a quote, a very important quote I ran into a long time ago, actually. And it says, "Absence makes the heart grow fonder." This is a quote by a Roman poet. That's the earliest recording of this poem ever used. By Roman poet Sextus. This Roman poet is called Sextus. That's the earliest recording of this saying. If there's something earlier, then please let me know. Enlighten me. Teach me. I am open to learn and grow. Love, when the lovers are apart, when they come back together, it does not change. If that it does not change, rather, it grows even stronger when they finally meet each other. They usually pick up where they left off. And then begin to work harder to maintain the significance of the connection between them. Is that important for them? When love transcends time, friends could be apart for many years. But when they begin to connect with each other, it's powerful. I have a friend. I'll give you an example. I have a friend that we hadn't seen each other for 20-something years. But any time we lose contact, that's the strange thing. We would lose contact, then turn around and find each other through social media or wherever. And the moment we find each other again and connect, we instantly start speaking to each other as though the time was not a problem. Because that care and the love for each other as friends never ended. Over 20, almost 30 years ago, it never ended. It is still within the heart. So the moment this friend connected or we connect. You would think we had been talking every week or every day prior to the meeting. So love does transcend time. Love will spend time by creating something more beautiful. Love becomes a way of maintaining the connection. So the next time you're away from someone for a number of years, don't worry. Don't be afraid that you will never see the person again, because you will. And when you do, that love you have for one another becomes clear to you. That feeling within becomes clear to you. One thing I will explain is this. No matter what it is, when you give yourself the opportunity to experience the beauty of love and how it gives you the ability to be free in your heart and experience a beautiful, beautiful, miraculous thing. Nothing, absolutely nothing will make you doubt again. You will become aware of the beauty of what that love can do. Next time you run into someone and they tell you this lie, if you love me, then you do A, B, C, D. Call it for what it is. It's a limitation. It is something that's being put in front of you as a limitation so you don't experience the truth. The truth of what love really is. It's supposed to free you in heart. It's supposed to allow you to give your heart in a direction or in a space and time that gives you that truth of the love that the Creator already has within you. You don't have to go and look for it. It's within you. I hear people ask me, how do I know it's within you? You will know. You will know because you will remember how good and how well it felt when you opened your heart to love. Allow nothing to break this truth and promise within you. It's very important. It's very important we have this understanding, because that's how we can truly attract what we perceive we need. And hear people say, oh, but I'm like this and the other person like that. Here's the thing. Just be and love yourself. Just be and recognize that you have that potential within you to love yourself. But then if you want to love others, you can. Love will not limit you. Rather, it builds you up. Rather, you'll be able to have more. It's that simple. Don't fool yourself. Don't limit yourself. Create a moment within your heart to allow yourself the freedom to experience this beautiful, miraculous thing called love. Cause it will give you something that you will never know unless you allow it. It's in your hands. You want to experience it? It's in your hands. You decide. Nobody can decide for you. Only you can grow in that. Nothing else. The other thing is, in regard to time, as we spoke last week on the podcast, and my guest came, who is my brother, my newly discovered brother, I recognized something. That we had only met 2 weeks to nearly 3 weeks now. But then, we have this deep connection with each other that I didn't even know I had. Granted, I didn't even know this person existed until a month and a half ago. But what surprised me the most is the care and this brother. The strangest thing is we're so much alike. And it surprised me. And one day we were talking and we both started saying the same thing at the same time. I'm kidding now. We both recognized that we felt so happy and loved each other so much that it felt like we were never apart. Here's the thing though, I didn't know you existed. And then to turn around and my father tells him he loves him within 3 days of coming back and meeting him. That surprised us. My dad said he loved it. And then the man told me what my brother's birthday is. And I was like, wait, it's been almost 38 years since you last saw this young man. Then he said time may have kept running, but my love for my son never left me. And I never forgot about my son. And I thought, wait, it was something. And I said, wow, you still remember his birthday? He said, yes. I still loved him for that long, even though I didn't see him and I didn't know him. So here's what that taught me. I was equally astonished to find that out. That my dad loved him all along. He may not have seen his son or knew where he could find him, but here he was. And the strangest thing is, this is what surprised me anyways. I started relying and liking the idea that I have a brother close to my age group. That I started thinking, I didn't realize I needed and wanted a brother like my brother until when I was that we were never apart at all. And I thought about it, I didn't say it. So my brother said, you know what? It feels like you and Dad were always part of my life, even though I didn't know you. That love is something powerful. Like my brother said, it feels like you guys were always part of my life all along. I never knew. But that's the beauty of it. Allow yourself, because of how my brother seeked us, looked for us, and when he finally found us, love has a home. We need to address the fact that the distance did not stop any of us. Time, 38 years later, did not stop. Because once that love bond is connected, and it always is, how could we want for more? Something more? No, there isn't anything more. So my brothers and sisters, allow yourself to experience the most powerful thing in both our world and in the seen world and the unseen world. It is very important that love always, always, always finds its home. Love does not shy away from hard work or anything. And now, my family has a brother that we can all just open our hearts to. I know I have, and so is my dad. And there are many other family members or relatives who are open to experience this miracle. We have grown to become accepted or accept the love the Creator gives, because there's a lot that is ahead that we do not know. And now that we're here, it is our potential and our promise to learn more and grow so that we can better work hard and take care of one another. I hope today was helpful to someone. Hope someone is not struggling. And if you are, I hope this helps you understand and pick up the pieces that you can and begin to tap into the heart. So here's what I'm going to do right now. A little exercise before we leave. Put your right hand on top of your left hand. And then put the right hand on your right chest. That's where on your left chest. That's where your heart is. And then breathe deep and say, my heart is open. I receive love because love is within me. And with that love, and then speak this. I love the being that I am. And I receive love. And I give love. And the way I give love is not something I can give away, but I can love beyond the capacity understand that this heart is always open to receive the love of divine. The love would always be what it is. My name is Shroda Aglago. Thank you for joining me on Love, Forgive, Live. Today's topic, I know it was pretty deep, and it might go over some, but if it is, understand that love cannot just be explained in simple terms. It's beyond anything we could ever imagine. If you want to ask me questions, or you want me to discuss something, and you want to know something, or ask me any question, go ahead and write to me at, this is the email address, at love, L-U-V, the number 4, give, G-I-V-E, live, L-I-V-E, at gmail.com. Thank you. Have an amazing week. I love you all. Take care. And this is Shroda signing off on Love, Forgive, Live.